Hello everyone, welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm not sure what I titled this, probably something like Major Changes Coming or something. The point is that, I have 39 episodes of Final Fantasy XIV that are currently up on the channel. I think there's 2 episodes that I didn't post that I'm not sure what they are immediately offhand. So there might be 41 at the time of this episode airing. There might not be. Anyway, I'm dragging on. So I posted on Twitter the other day about how slow A Realm Reborn is, how boring a lot of it is, how much of a slog getting through it is, especially sitting here and doing like all of the class quests. I mean, look at how many freaking classes we have that we're trying to do the quests of, right? So I posted on Twitter and I said, hey, what if I skipped A Realm Reborn? Skipped A Realm Reborn, and like the next video will be, Heavensward. And I got literally nothing but positive feedback. A lot of people saying like, hey, if you do, great, I'll watch. If you don't, great, I'll still watch. But also, Realm Reborn is slow. It is a slog. It is it is hard to get through. It is boring, etc., etc., etc. From, people in both, mostly in my Discord, was where they were responding. But the point is that it seemed like a general consensus that if I wanted to skip Realm Reborn, then that was fine. So, what I'm going to do this episode is I'm going to finish off the Gladiator quest line. We're level 30 on Gladiator. And so we can finish off the Gladiator quest line, we can unlock Paladin, and go from there, basically. And so what I want to do is I want to do that as sort of a, here's the end of things. It's not the end of Final Fantasy XIV, it's the end of Realm Reborn, sort of speak. What I want to do is I want to go in and I want to just rush through the story all the way up to the final section of A Realm Reborn, patch 2.0. Where we do like Castrum Meridianum, Porta Decumana, whatever it's called, Praetorium. I want to still video that whole section. That is something I have been like excited to do, eager to do, etc. So what I think I'm going to do is the next episode, I'm going to pick up at Project Archon. And I'll be level 50. I'll have done all the like paladin stuff. I might level other classes and get them up. I do want to finish the Arcanist quest on, recording as well. Get that up to level 30. So that might be like, that might actually be like the next episode. Just getting through that, because we still have the level 25 and I still have to level it up to 30. But I think I do want to at least get Gladiator, Pugilist, and Arcanist recorded. Just because I like their storylines. They're the ones that I've been doing the most. I do want to finish showing those off. But then after that, we will come back and we will hit up Project Archon, or Operation Archon, or whatever it was called. Where we go into Castrum Meridianum and we do all that. And then I think what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to then cut to patch 2.5, because patch 2.5 is phenomenal and everything after is phenomenal. And I feel like we need that the actual ending of ARR, post ARR, whatever you want to call it. I feel like I want to still include that as well. So that is my plan, is I'm going to just, rush things. I might do a couple of Final Fantasy Extra episodes. And if you don't know what those are, it means that I still have not posted the Final Fantasy Extra episode that I recorded weeks ago, and my apologies for that. That should be going up the day that I'm recording this, though, because that's the only thing I have, in reserve right now. I have been sick the last week. You can probably still hear it in my voice. But I've been sick the last week, so I've had no time to record anything. I've just been scrounging the last couple of days just to even get something up onto YouTube, because it's just me. I'm the only person here doing this. So if I get sick, if I don't have, videos ahead of time, that's just that. So there is some emergency maintenance going on Diabolos, but we're on Goblins, so this is fine. First Lord Mila is extremely upset due to a recent turn of events. Damn it all to the seventh hell. This is madness. It's Ul'dah. He's been arrested by the Brass Blades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so. Whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alacran must be behind this. They failed to kill him time and again. And now they're reaching out to their monetarist allies. I didn't want to believe Wyman when he said they had such influence, but... Wait, that's it! If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's Wyman. He has a reputation for knowing things he shouldn't, after all. Find Wyman. See what he can tell us. All this is many things, but he is not a murderer. Alright. I'm getting something to drink here just to help my throat a bit. But yeah. We are going to go see Wyman about, what the heck is going on here. There's something odd. All this is trying, supposedly all this is trying to assassinate the Sultana. That's not right. Something's wrong, I was wondering when you might come along, Kazumi. Frankly, I'm surprised all this went so quietly. You ought to know there's no walking away from this. What happened between Ul'dah and Leviald 7 years ago? You really don't know, do ya? Best I start at the beginning, then. Ul'dah is something of an enigma. He and Leviald were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the Blood Sands, but he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average Ul'dah loves a good Colosseum fight. And what better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? So when it got out that Ul'dah was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine the shock and anger the people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum, and his wins were stricken from the record. Her guildmaster Mila got the worst of it, though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time, her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities surrounding his death, too. It was rumored he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil. Or they might have even been murdered by the man. Baseless conjecture, really, but it made Ul'dah look that much worse. In the end, Mila lost two of the most important men in her life, and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leopold tried to go it solo on the Blood Sands, but it wasn't the same. Without Ul'dah, his career was finished. Now you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save. Though, judging with not looking in your eyes, gather you still have your reservations. Fine then. Though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in the possession of Relger's bile. This is a vile poison, rare and expensive too. Only the Core Brigade knows how to make it. Gods only know why they'd give it to Ul'dah. Go to their headquarters at the Sepulchre in southern Thanalan and ask them direct, I reckon. I have an aversion to direct confrontation personally, but you don't, do ya? By the way, should you save the poor bastard's life, tell him we're even, and I hope it was all worth it. Alright, search for proof at the Sepulchre in southern Thanalan. Do we have southern Thanalan? We do! Okay. Off we go! To southern Thanalan. Thanalan, Thanalan! Thanalan. Southern Thanalan. We go into the Sepulchre. Not the Sepulchre of the first ones, mind you. Because screw that raid and everything about it. I'm talking, you know, World of Warcraft, if nobody guessed that. I imagine, but I also imagine that there's, you know, Final Fantasy, you know, people that don't really know World of Warcraft. But yeah, the Shadowlands, Sepulchre of the first ones, you know. The latest, the final patch of Shadowlands. Let's just say it did not go over very well. It was a crapshoot. Everything about that patch was bad. Everything about that raid was bad. You know, they introduced us a villain at the beginning of Shadowlands that we then promptly killed, no problem. Even though he was supposed to be so strong that he was, like, more powerful than Sargeras, who was so strong that we couldn't even fight him. We had to fight freaking Argus at the end of, you know, Legion. And even then, we only were able to fight and defeat Argus because we had literally all of the Titans there to help us. And then we just walked into the Sepulchre of the first ones, saw Zoval, and we're like, hi, you're dead now, and killed him. It was very painful. It was very terrible. Like, I get that it was more than likely that they rushed the end of the expansion, but, like, come on, you know? They really didn't have to do Zoval like that. So, honestly, they really should have just pulled a Realm Reborn by just saying, let's just forget all of this ever happened. Well, I guess Realm Reborn didn't do that. Because Realm Reborn actually does, like, utilize, like, the lore from patch 1.0. But I still think they should have just been like, okay, well, so this worked out not at all. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pretend it didn't exist. And move on, and then, you know, we'll release the next expansion and pretend that that expansion just never happened. I think that would have legitimately been the best option. It's not what they did at all, but I think that legitimately would have been the best option because it was just that bad. You know? Wrinkled bill of sale. Oh, hi. A lawless bowman. And the temperance of the Alacran. Oh, God. There's actually multiple temperance of the Alacran here. And I'm getting attacked by the freaking Knuckle Dancer as well. I don't like this place because there's so many enemies. But then, like, the Alacran dudes here are, quest NPCs. But then I'm also having to fight the Corpse Brigade. Also, I think it actually is Corpse Brigade. I think I said Core Brigade earlier. But actually is the Corpse Brigade. I've actually seen people look at the word core and pronounce it corpse. And I think that's hilarious. Because, like, the difference between the word core and corpse is literally that there's an E at the end. You know? So it's just funny when, like, somebody looks at it and is like, oh, the corpse. And then they're usually like the next episode in their series. They're like, I was saying corpse. I'm dumb. It's core. I knew that. I realized that afterwards. I was just dumb. You know? So, I need to bring that guy around so that he wasn't attacking me from behind. You take extra damage if you get hit from behind. Well, it's not that you take extra damage, it's that you don't, like, block as much damage as what you're facing forward. So, let me just do a teleport. As long as nobody respawns right here, we'll be fine. So. But yeah, there might be a couple more episodes after this that are like, okay, here's the rest of Arcanist, and then here's the rest of Rogue, because those are, again, the ones that I want to, like, focus on. I want to show the rest of Clea's story. I'd like to show the rest of Jackie's story. You know, Vikeb and, Vikeb and Clea are two of my favorite characters. So, you know, I do want to, like, finish off their stories. I don't know that anybody will be that heartbroken if I don't finish, what was it, Archer. And Conjure is another one that I might, along with Pugilist. There might be a couple more episodes after this, is what I'm saying. before the Realm Reborn skip. So, where have you been, Kazumi? Ul'dah has been given over into the custody of the Sacrarium. They mean to execute him. We must do something. This poison, is it? You've proof that the Alakram purchased it from the Corpse Brigade. Thank the gods you've done it. Quickly, we must show this to the official presiding over his execution at Highbridge. Go, now! I'm going. I mean, it really doesn't matter how fast we go. Because, you know, quest line. I could take 3 years to get there. And it would still be as if I had taken 2 minutes, you know. So. Let me go get to Highbridge, and then we will be right back after that. Alright, we're close enough to Highbridge that I think that this is a good spot to, like, unpause at. The Order of Ul'dah Priests is down there. How do I get down there? I don't remember. Not through here. This is the storage area. Interesting that you can go in there, though. Usually they don't let you go into just random places like that. Can I just... I cannot. How do I get down there? I remember having this issue last time, too. Oh, yeah. That's right. Gotta go down the stairs over here. I had this issue last time where I was like, how do I get down there? I could not figure it out. It took me like 10 minutes. Like, no joke, it took me like forever. But I got it this time, so. Sacrarium has sentenced you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you on your last... Huh? Who are you? What do you want? I have proof that he is innocent. Let him go. The rematch. That's not usually a good sign when you hand over proof and it's like, oh, get ready for a fight. These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. However, the Sacrarium has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of gods and men, and he will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Kazumi. The whole scales have always yielded to wealth above all else. Leopold spent a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal. And you, what are you waiting for? Do it! Right. Where did that... all this... Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least I don't have to steal the headman's axe. If the gods are to have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yourselves in exchange. Mercy! Now, where's Leopold? There he is. Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. Hi, Leopold. There he is. I had a feeling the spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt with you myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. I don't remember what voice I gave either of these guys, so it's to be a rematch. Very well, I accept. been way too long. Milo and the others need you, Kazumi. Leave him to me. Are you sure about that? This doesn't seem like a great idea. Well, alright then. Beat the Electran! Hey, they're only level 26. That's awesome. I need you up on the bridge, Kazumi. That was all this? I totally misread that. Yeah, these guys are supposed to be easy for you to just, you know, fly through. You know, murder each one of these guys as you just, you know, get your way up here. You could probably do what a lot of tanks do nowadays, where they just, like, aggro everything. Like, all at once. Hi, where did you come from? I don't even know where those guys even came from. But, oh well, don't matter. Hey, level 34 enemies. There we go. Godwin Helix. Hail Hex. Excuse me. Boy, that didn't work out very well for you there, did it, Godwin? Ugh. Now, I'm supposed to have my stance active, because the idea is that I'm supposed to be tanking for all of these people. That's what I'm supposed to do. Do that mage, Kazumi, quickly. Sajiria the Guarded. You say that, but he doesn't look all that well guarded to me. Like, he really doesn't look that well guarded to me. So I'm, like, not hitting. They're not getting the, like, combos. So I'm, like, not even noticing. Like, I wasn't noticing that initially. It wasn't until, like, after I had failed a couple of the combos that I realized. High lag. Oh no. We have lag. I might get disconnected. I'll be right back. 8. It's been about 5 minutes since I paused. I don't know what's wrong. I can't. This is the 3rd time I've tried reconnecting. And I cannot connect. It's not my internet at all either, because I have checked. The launcher says everything is fine, but I cannot connect to the data center at all. So I guess I'll have to end the episode here. Kinda sucks, because that was literally the end. Like, all we had to do was finish that duty. And then we would have been done with Gladiators. It kind of sucks that I just have to, like, cut it right there. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what's wrong or why. You know, I know Diabolos is gonna get maintenance in, like, half an hour, but that shouldn't have any effect on the data center as a whole, let alone, you know, connecting to Goblin. But I can't even connect to the freaking the data center to even connect to Goblin, you know. So I don't know what's wrong. So I guess this is where I'll leave it here. When we come back, I will probably have pushed Arcanist or other classes to 30. Maybe done a few quests, something I haven't decided yet, but we'll come back, we'll finish this duty, we'll do some of the other, like, classes and stuff, kind of get, get everything to 30, get all those quests done, and then after that, we'll probably, the next episode after that will probably be, like, because that's going to be several episodes, right? So, but once all that's done, over a couple of episodes, then we'll come back and we'll, do, we'll do Operation Archon, get through Castrum and Praetorium and all that. Because I'm really excited to actually do all that stuff on recording. Those are some of my favorite Realm Reborn fights. They really are. And then Heaven's Word, because, well, the patch 2.5 of post ARR, rather. I'll probably record Crystal Tower too, just cause. But yeah, once we do level 50, there'll be other episodes. Once we finish the Operation Archon, there will be like other things before Heaven's Word. But yeah, I want to just go ahead and get that done with. Get out of the boring stuff. If there's enough interest, there is a New Game Plus feature, one that I discovered after I had started the series. If I had known that it existed, I would have just done it with Cassandra, my main character, just through the New Game Plus. Instead, because that would have been a lot easier. But, yeah, sorry for cutting this, abrupt and, abruptly short. But, with that, feel free to check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you can catch up on any episodes you missed. Being able to play Final Fantasy XIV is made possible entirely by my patrons. So if you want this series to continue, consider going down to the video description, checking out my Patreon down there as well. And I'll see you all next time. See you later.